Terraria has a lot of weapons, 561 to be exact, and because of that, a lot of them are not going to hit the mark. Introducing the coin gun, a weapon for all the capitalists out there who have no clue what to do with their immense amount of dough. Chances are, you haven't even had the coin gun in a playthrough unless you actively went out of your way to get it, so you'd have to fight the pirate invasion around 50 times to actually have a good chance of achieving this odd goal of wasting your money. So, I wanted to go over this massively overlooked weapon and ponder, is it really worth it to be getting this thing? Since it's named the coin gun, you can probably already tell that it shoots your coins as ammo, copper doing the least damage, and platinum doing the most. Ah, the way to a woman's heart. I mean that. I mean, you can shoot this right through that bit. First off, the copper coin. This baby does 25 damage apiece, or around the high hundreds for its DPS. This makes it comparable to that of the Knight's Edge, which might not seem like too much for the stage of the game that you get it at, but personally, I wouldn't be complaining, because that's the least damage that it could do. So, chances are, even if you have a strong connection to your money, and you don't want to waste any of it, you're not going to be using fucking copper coins, which means we should probably move on to the next coin. We all love it. We know it. It's silver coin. They do twice as much damage as copper. So, copper gets outranked really fast, and I can see most people probably using silver since it's very available, it's cheap, you get a lot of it from gold, and its DPS is comparable to the true Knight's Edge. That is not a bad weapon. At least now, it isn't. It sucked more dick than me before 1.4.4. Gold is an entirely different monster. It is twice the damage of silver, but it comes at a cost. You really gotta know the price of your actions for this. The only time I can really see people using gold is against an invasion like the pirate invasion or goblin army. So while each coin may do 100 damage, its DPS is around 800 and it does damage comparable to that of the Eye of Cthulhu, the yo-yo. Really, if you're not fighting a bunch of tiny goblins all packed into one building without protection, it's just not very viable financially. But if you're not here for financial advice, I can assure you, platinum is perfect for you. This shit is crazy. It does 200 damage apiece. Its DPS is like 15,000, which is comparable to the solar eruption. That's a pre-Moon Lord weapon. You get this in the pirate invasion, which, by the way, it can one-shot a lot of enemies in. That is without any armor or accessories to boost it, by the way. And speaking of accessories, if you're a ranger that is actually planning on using this joke of a fucking weapon, you're gonna have to sacrifice at least one of your accessory slots if you really want to optimize this weapon, because you're gonna need the coin ring. What this does is every time you hit an enemy, they have a chance to drop coins, and it increases the pickup range of said coins. So, whenever you shoot this thing, you're actually going to get a small return on your investment, so you may not run out of coins. So, obviously we have to test this out, right? I gave myself a coin ring and 50 gold coins, fought half the pirate invasion to see how far I could go before I run out of money. The answer's really far. The only reason that I didn't finish the pirate invasion in its entirety is because a Flying Dutchman spawned in, and I didn't have coins that dealt enough damage to get rid of it. But I can bet you, if you had any armor on, maybe any accessories that helped your range damage, and also this fun little coin ring accessory, guess what? You're probably gonna beat an entire pirate invasion with nothing but the fucking coin gun. But chances are, you're not stupid. You're not gonna be going to a pirate invasion without any armor on. Unless, like, you're ripped, I guess, or just have, like, enough fat on you that, like, you just have a natural shield, I guess. But I digress. Chances are you're gonna be using armor, maybe, like, hallowed armor. So, how would you fare using hallowed armor, a coin gun, and platinum coins? With a full set of hallowed armor using the hollow hood, you can expect around 250 damage per platinum coin shot, or an upper limit of 3,000 DPS. But, dudes, dudettes, and dudes? Wait. Hold on, what is, like, the gender-neutral dude? Gigolo, Chad, dude. Sperm bag. My point is, you can go further to Vortex armor, the end game ranged armor. It's actually worse than the hollowed armor, unless you're cloaking. The gimmick of the Vortex armor is that you can cloak, and whenever you do so, your damage increases exponentially. This brings this unmodified, no accessory coin gun to a DPS range of 4,000 to 6,000. So let's test this against a couple classic bosses of the game. The first boss, the King Slime, just 'cause it's so fun to watch this guy take 3 fucking shots and die. And obviously next I had to fight the Eye of Cthulhu. He's like a brother to me, and not because of the whole eyeball thing, you racist. And the eye died faster than the kid with polio in the 1900s. And obviously, a natural progression from the first 2 bosses in the game would be, you know, the Moon Lord. Now, I have no accessories. I am completely and utterly immortal in this fight, but I just wanted to see how fast you could beat the fucking Moon Lord with exclusively a coin gun and platinum and vortex armor, but it still stands. So while this is happening in the background, should you get the coin gun? Is it worth the 1 in 8,000 chance to get it in the hours you will spend grinding for a single gun that is going to use all of your money and leave you broke in a couple seconds? Maybe? Dude, I don't know. It really depends on you. Do you have a lot of money in this world? Do you need a weapon that is pretty good, but not the best in the game? Because it's weird. At the point in the game that you would have all this money, you probably would already have weapons that are completely and utterly overpowered. You would need like at least maybe 200 platinum to make this gun really worth it, because you're going to be fighting some pretty big bosses at the point of the game that this really matters at. If this is not your primary weapon and what you're doing is using a melee weapon or even just a ranged weapon that you have a replenishable and easy to get ammo for, then yes, I can see you using the coin gun sometimes, but it's not going to be a consistent weapon. If you really want a fun, goofy weapon that no one's going to use because it has just a goofy little fun gimmick, then get the coin gun. It's fun. It's interesting. You don't have many weapons out there that are like this. The only other weapons in the game that really have this unique ammo for them is stuff like the candy corn rifle, and honestly, I don't care that much for that. One of the last things I'm going to note about the coin gun is that it does have potential to be one of the highest damaging weapons in the game, given you have the right armor, the right accessories, the right potions, and really any other buffs that you can find for it. You do have to fine-tune your craft for this if you want it to be great, but if you do, the outcome is absolutely fucking amazing. But anyways, if you have ever gone out of your way to get this weapon, I applaud you. But also, who the fuck are you and why would you ever do that to yourself? Yo, hope you guys liked that video. Anyways, I don't get money off these videos because of that. I consider you guys my sponsor, and because of that, it'd be very helpful if you could like, subscribe, and if you really want to scream into an empty void, like our friend here, then you can go down to the comment section. So, originally, the reason I wanted to make this video, by the way, is because I wanted to do a playthrough with the coin gun exclusively as my weapon, but through that process, I could not get the coin gun in a normal world, so I hopped on to journey mode so I could just, like, constantly spam it and just look at TikToks while summons take care of everything for me in a pirate invasion. But when I did that, I shit you not, I think the 10th enemy that I beat in journey mode to try and get the coin gun was right there. Like, sorry, I know that I'm running time off of this because of this, but like, if you guys do want to see me do a coin gun exclusive run, just like the video. If it gets enough, I don't really know what enough is yet, but if it gets there, then I will play the game with exclusively the coin gun as my weapon. I don't mind. I will spend hours doing that. But, anyways, the video's over. I'm watching you. Bye.